Hello everyone, Demonius X here. I got my tripod out, so I don't have to deal with the flimsy ass camera when showing you the games I've been showing you. Next, we're gonna go through my boy collection, as in Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Virtual Boy, etc. But before we start that, there's one game in my N64 collection I did not show, and that's Wipeout 64. And Wipeout 64 is not nearly as good as any of the PlayStation titles because they took everything that was fun about them and made them ass backwards. Anyways, let's get on with my Game Boy collection. Start out with the first one. Kirby's Dream Land. Now, most of you played this. Now, the thing about Kirby's roots is you could not change into the other furry, lovable characters that you were able to consume. All you could do is spit him out into a star projectile to kill enemies. I don't really suggest the first one. There's only 4 levels, and the game's difficulty is next to dog shit. Oh. Dr. Mario. Now, if you ever played any of the Dr. Mario games, you know what this consists of. Fires, pills, matching colors. Surprisingly, the Game Boy port is very good, and for on the go, it's even better. Ninja Gaiden Shadow. As most people know, that this game was actually supposed to be the Game Boy port of Shadow the Ninja. Hence the name Shadow, but Tecmo bought the rights from Natsume to make Ninja Gaiden Shadow, which is pretty much the same game. Notice the last boss's name in this is the same as the one on the NES. I can't think of the name. Karuga? Something like that? Yeah. Kid Icarus Myth and Monsters. It's a good game. Very good game. Matter of fact, it's the only sequel that Kid Icarus will ever have, probably. Despite the rumors you hear on the Wii, I don't think it's ever going to happen. One of my Game Boy Color games, Street Fighter Alpha. Believe it or not, this is not shovelware, much like the rest of the Game Boy Color library. This is a very playable Street Fighter and was kick-ass to go on the go back in its day. Now you got games like, systems like PSP and all that can play Street Fighter Alpha 3. Oh, and there's Street Fighter Alpha 3 for the Game Boy Advance as well. So, but this is still fun to play if you don't mind an 8-bit fix. 8-bit fixes is good for everybody. The game that should have never been. Blaster Master Boy. Why do I say this? This is not a true Blaster Master title. This is actually Bomber King, which is a Bomberman title, which also is a modification of Robo Warrior. That's for the NES. It's a portable version. You'll notice that as soon as you turn on the game and you hear the music, it's the same as Robo Warrior. Made by Jellico, I believe. The NES American port, anyways, I believe is made by them. Possibly the slowest Castlevania in existence, but has some of the best music you'll hear composed. Not a bad first, but so much to be desired. 4 levels too, but the game moves so slow, but still fun. Granted, you're a Castlevania fan like myself. And its sequel. This is, without a doubt, the best Castlevania on the original Game Boy. It even beats its sequel, because you can pick your own stage, the music is even better than the first game, and it's fast. Yes, the speed is excellent in this game, very playable, and Solyu is a fucking dick. I cannot get past that cocksucker. If that ever were to be the life of me, my life would be done with, because Solyu is nothing but a goddamn whore, and I want to fucking kill him, but I can't because he's way too hard. But I'm not a master gamer, and I never said that ever. I'm good, but I'm not great, by all means. And here's Legends. I believe that's Sophia Belmont. I believe she's the mother of Simon Belmont. I could be wrong. I have to get out my little thing I got from when I reserved my copy of Portrait of Ruin. to see if that's right. But yeah, the first female Belmont in Castlevania Legends. This game is slow. The music is not very good at all. And the game is just boring. The level designs especially. Ugh, don't even get me started. Gargoyle's Quest. I cannot find a sequel for this, but this is an excellent game. Very difficult. Hardcore gamers should look this game up because it's very difficult. And if you're a fan of Firebrand or Fire Armor or Demon's Crest, which is, as people should know who know me personally, know that's one of my favorite games of all time, you should really look that up. Here's another game that's a favorite of the fans out there. Zelda Link's Awakening. Of course, GX is a lot better, but or GX, EX, whatever. It's a lot better game, but this will do. I don't like how you have to keep going into the menu to pick an item all the time. It annoys the fuck out of me. But if you're a Zelda fan, you'll not be disappointed. Probably the best remake Nintendo's ever done. That's right, Donkey Kong. It's not the same Donkey Kong you remember on the NES or the arcade either. It's actually a totally different game, and with Super Game Boy support, you actually hear digitized voices of Pauline when she cries for help. Pretty cool, huh? And the custom color palette's not too shabby either. I suggest anyone who's a fan of Donkey Kong or its gameplay, or even Mario for his sake, pick this up. Okay, I will admit, I own a pirate cart. I don't know how this happened, but I got it at GameQuest. It's a retro gaming store that's local. If you can't read it because the label is so fucked, because notice it says game right there, so this is a pirated cart. But it works. It's Zelda, hold on. Oracle of Ages, that's right. There's Oracle's Ages and Seasons. As you can see, this is a pirated cart. And here's the official cart of Seasons. Another Game Boy Color game I picked up. I bought them both together for 20 bucks. Not each. 20 bucks for both of them. They were $10 a pop. This game's called Quarth. Think of a bastardized version of Tetris, and that's what Quarth is. I can't really explain the gameplay, but if you like games where you actually build your blocks and make your own Tetrises and whatnot, give it a shot. I can't really explain the gameplay. It's a little weird at best. Now, when I first got this Mega Man Extreme, I thought it was a Game Boy Color game because of the different color cartridge. No, it just says Game Boy Color. Game Boy, excuse me, up here. It usually says Color if it's a Game Boy game. However, this is a neat handheld rendition of Mega Man X. Granted, it's no Maverick Hunter X, but, you know, that's the next best thing. The cart that disappoints me. Why? I love this game, but you see that little battery right there where my thumb is? I need a new one of those because every time I try to load my game, it freezes. But this is an excellent game. It's a lot better than that new one they came out with that's 3D. That game is pure bullshit. With Bionic Commando Special Forces, I guess a land called Katrina, I think it is its name, or Katarina, something like that, is under siege and whatnot, and you have to free them from an empire. You know, your simple, basic bullshit story of bullshit. That's what it is, really. Metroid 2 Return of Samus. The game that bested the sequel in every way possible. My only gripe is the music, and the level designs are something to be desired. Okay, what do I have here? Alright, I have a second copy of Dr. Mario. It's in its case. You know, sometimes I got it from a friend. He didn't want it no more. I said, okay, doesn't hurt to have a double. And here's Sneaky Snakes, which is kind of like Snake Rattle and Roll, but with a different perspective. It's a decent game, I guess. You'll play once in a while. Okay, I would jump over to Advanced, but there's one more boy games I gotta show. Teller Boxer for the Virtual Boy. A very graphically nice boxing game. My only gripe is the control. I cannot understand for the life of me how to control this piece of shit. But it's very well done. My favorite pinball game, Galactic Pinball. It uses a 3D effect very well, and some twists and turns that it does on the table, like Samus will pop out and you have to shoot Zeebs creatures and stuff. It's a very innovative pinball game. Now, this game only costs $2, but I thought, why not? Here's your basic tennis game. Doesn't really do anything. It's kind of garbage, but it's $2.